That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Yeah. And good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to Dreamy Dreamland. How you doing? I'm here on the space station Zebra. Uh, so, as I look down on the Earth as we revolve in a geosynchronous orbit, I wonder, will humans destroy themselves today? Chances are good. But basically, it wouldn't be the end of everything. It would just not be a good day. Wouldn't be happy. My friend who is Jomo is Mr. Happy. I used to be the Minister of Fun, and as I went up in rank in the mystery schools, I, became more the person who was the observer. Then I became Mr. Fix-It, and now I am the appreciator of God's unconditional love. So this week has been interesting in that I have experienced a lot of things, and they haven't all been bad, they haven't all been good, they have all been very informative. So there's a little bit of, so I have no real internet, I have no real anything.
They hope that now, God willing, Shehbaz Sharif will very soon be the minister of the country. 13 votes in favour, but a US veto on a Gaza ceasefire resolution at the UN. The people of our region have always looked up to the Security Council as the source of international legitimacy. Unfortunately, the Security Council has failed them once again. A drug trafficking trial in New York with the former president of Honduras in the dock. In English football, Erling Haaland punishes a costly slip-up by Brentford to keep Manchester City's title hopes alive. And 546 words in English for the same condition.
Cocktailed, whiskey-fied, ripped, car-parked, pajama'd, and gazeboed.
An academic study of drunkonyms.
Drunkenness.
Two policies is very strange in this kind of case. Because usually Tommy gets a little explicit and
Save lives. The other is the view that families mourning a drug-related death are not worthy of attention. They tell me horror stories about people saying that the person who died deserved to die because they were a drug user and that it was inevitable that they died by overdose, and sort of belittling the survivor who's left behind and who's grieving for the person who they love. Leslie Gomes Preston has heard some of those cruel remarks about her daughter Kiara, who died after an overdose in 2016. Some parents cope by hiding their grief, not Gomes Preston, who joined a grief support group for parents like her. I love to talk about it because to me, it proves she was here. And I really believe that.
Oh, Jamie, I suspect the spiritual hierarchy won't allow complete destruction. No, it won't. Just a bit, like in the younger days, 13,000 years ago. Yeah, pretty much. Real reset. Not really. Unless humanity learns something, right? And will we learn from this, right? Will we be able to be empathetic? That's the real thing. Mammals are empathetic. The problem with humans is that we're not mammals. We are a mix of reptile. We have a stem. There's 3 brains in there. And at the very bottom is the reptile. And that is the one that twigs. Someone says something nasty, someone makes you scared, you twig, right? New age of love for God and fellow man. Yes, that's the potential. And I basically, back in 2006, after being an itinerant scholar for the high hand, the big table, but never signing on board. I was then, given the opportunity to make some cash working for the desperate corporate lawyers, right? And these guys, they make 9-figure salaries, and and we're always living paycheck to paycheck. Now, from '06 to 2014, where I keeled over,